30 spokes on a cartwheel go toward the hub that is the center. But look, there is nothing at the center, and that is precisely why it works. If you mold a cup, you have to make a hollow. It is the emptiness within it that makes it useful. In a house or a room, it is the empty spaces, the doors, the windows, that make it usable. They all use what they are made of to do what they do. But without their nothingness, they would be nothing. Clever little way to end that verse. This is one that we've been alluding to for a while, this 11th verse of the Tao, talking about the usefulness of emptiness and open space, and that the utility of things that are in form actually comes from the space which they either occupy or the space which occupies them, meaning the space within a room, the space within a cup, that you then use to fill with things or fill with liquid. And in this way, thinking about how we perceive nothingness and what that means to us as humans, and how we can pursue the utility of nothingness. Not only is nothingness the center that holds and holds everything, but the open space of the entire universe is a necessary precursor to there being anything that exists in the entire spectrum of our realm of consciousness and things that we perceive as being here. There is no here without emptiness. There is no here without open space. And thinking about your own life and how you can consider this beyond just the acknowledgement that there is utility, there's supreme utility in emptiness and open space. There is a synonymous quality in one's life to that as well. When we talk about reducing or completely diminishing chatter, right? The nothingness or the emptiness of the mind in those moments of silence, in those moments of clarity, the beauty that is capable of being perceived and experienced purely because of the emptiness devoid of thought, devoid of sound, devoid of speech, devoid of light and vision. The joy and the experience of that is often rejuvenating. Similarly, sleep and emptying ourselves of doing for a lengthy period of time every single day is a key and critical component to bringing about activity. So that rest and that relaxation is the emptiness that is the counterpoint to the activity and the energy that we want to have. Not only is it the counterpoint, which emptiness is the counterpoint to form, but it is also the fundamental fabric on which everything else exists. Again, if there was no emptiness in the vastness of the universe, there could be no planets, no stars, and therefore no humans, no oceans, no rocks, no trees. These things all dance on the fabric that is emptiness. And similarly, in our lives, we need those moments of solitude, of quiet, of nothingness, of emptiness from sensory experience, because it is in that emptiness that the energy and the doing of things can take shape and can take form and can play on the fabric of that which is perceived as nothingness. And we'll get into this more down the line, but I just want to plant a seed that in this way, and in a few other ways, but just in this way for now, nothingness is the fundamental reality and the fundamental nature of all being in the way in which we experience it. You think about wondering what comes after life, and is it like you just go to sleep and never wake up? And does that then beg the question, what happened when you seemingly suddenly woke up and never have had gone to sleep? That was your birth. You awoke and you were being, seemingly out of the empty space of nothingness, as though you were completely in the dark, flat line, nothing. And from that, never having gone to sleep, you awoke. And then there is potentially the endless sleep, from which you may then once again awake. But all of that is also emptiness and nothingness, the utility of which and the fabric of which everything else plays upon. And nothing could exist without that nothingness.